Welcome back. This is week 16 and 17 of our $2 beginner poker challenge. We're turning $2 into $2,000 playing poker without making an initial deposit. So I didn't make a video for week 16 because, well, I just didn't feel like it. So this video, we're combining both week 16 and 17 together. I've been a bit annoyed with what feels like slow progress to the $2,000 goal so far. You're looking at the first 15 weeks up to this point, and as you can see, we've been in between $200 and $300 for about 100,000 hands here. So I'm eager to hit $400 and start making faster progress. The bankroll total right now is $293. So now we're going to focus more on building the bankroll, moving up in stakes, getting better at poker. I've decided to stop playing NL2 Zoom for now, and I'm going to focus on NL5. And hopefully pretty soon I'll feel ready to start taking shots at NL10. Alright, so let's check out some hands and see if we can break that $400 mark. What I've been trying to do lately is pick a topic every week or every few weeks, study it, try to improve it, practice it. And so the past couple of weeks I've been trying to improve 3-betting, so I watched some videos and I read some stuff, took some notes. 3-betting has always been a part of my game where I didn't feel very comfortable with it, so now I feel more comfortable and I've had some success with it, and I think I'm getting a lot better at it. I'll show you a couple of example hands. Here we get ace-7 on the button. This guy limps, and this guy, whoop, that was a little fast. Spoiler alert, I 3-bet this hand. This guy opens. It's kind of a weak open. Normally it would be 20 cents because of the one limper there. First, before we 3-bet, we're looking at his range. That's one thing. We want to know what kind of cards he might have. He's opening 12% of hands, but in late position on the cutoff here, his range should be wider, so he's likely to have a lot of hands that can't stand a 3-bet, and he'll have to fold a lot of his range. Also, we have an ace. That's another thing. We're blocking a lot of ace hands, so he's less likely to have ace-king and ace-queen because we have one of the aces. And another thing, our hand, we have ace-7 suited. Doesn't have to be suited, but it's nice to have a blocker, and suitedness helps. But we have a good chance of, sometimes hitting a monster draw or a monster on the flop. Another thing to consider is his full to 3-bet stat. Here it's only 50. 65 or higher is ideal, but you can't always wait for the exact perfect spot. So I think we have enough going in our favor for a 3-bet here. We got position 2, of course, that's nice. We have to worry about these other guys. They all look kind of tight though. There's a chance they'll mess up our plan, but I think it's a good spot. So as you saw before, we 3-bet to 50 cents and everybody folds. Success. Here we filtered for 3-bets with ace-10 and down. And as you can see, most of them are green, meaning we've won most of the time. There's a few red ones, but overall we've won about $5 in the past 2 weeks from 3-betting light. About 100 big blinds, almost 200 big blinds per 100 hands. There's one big loser here. If I didn't make a mistake in this hand, that would be about $1 loss instead of $2. And I'll show you the mistake, just so we don't always show the hands that work. Here it folds around here. This guy opens on the button. One kind of mistake here is it's a small sample, but his fold to 3-bet is only 25. That's pretty low. We'd like it at least 50. But I figured he's on the button and he's probably stealing pretty light. Let's look at his button range. Button range is 19, so he should most likely not have a hand that can stand a 3-bet. So we 3-bet and he calls. So that's not the result we're looking for, but not the end of the world. And on this flop, now I'm thinking his range is probably a lot of overpairs, and sometimes it's like ace-king, ace-queen kind of hand. And you never know, sometimes it's weird hands like king-jack suited. So usually I think you should c-bet at least once. Try to take it down. You showed strength, and a lot of time you can get folds. But he calls, and then that's where I should stop. Here I'm thinking, okay, I can represent that king. He might have ace-king, but we have a blocker, and ace-king would have folded the flop a lot of the time. So he probably has overpairs, and I bet out again, and I think this was a mistake, because if he has pocket jacks, he's probably not folding. He's not always going to fold when a king hits. He might not believe that we have a king. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know about double barreling there. I think a lot of the time at NL5, like if they don't fold the flop in spots like this, they're not going to fold the turn either. This is a bit of a weird hand here. We're just going to speed through to the river. We call that little 3-bet there. Checks through. Probably could take a stab here, but I didn't. And it checks through again. Now here there's a straight on the board. I don't think anybody's got a flush. They would have bet that before. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If somebody's got a 10, then they have the better straight. But I don't think anybody has a 10. They would have bet before too. So we're chopping this pot three-way, or we can just steal it, bet pot, and they both fold. They probably thought I had a 10. So yeah, nice little steal there. Yeah, that's right. I'm showing you a hand with 10-3 off. This guy limps, massive whale, playing 87% of hands, and actually had a pretty good read on this guy. He was doing some pretty predictable overbets on the river. Check, 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 check. When this guy overbets in small pots on the river, it means he's got complete air. He's just trying to take it down. We got 10 high. We're going to make a hero call. And he turns over 7-6. So we actually take down the pot with 10 high. I thought that was pretty funny. He could have had queen 3, you know, but if he had a jack, he would have bet it before. I just like noticed that's what he was doing. He was betting any pair. So if he's got a queen or a king, then he's ahead of us. Otherwise, all the other garbage in his 87% range we're ahead of with 10 high, as you can see. So that's probably not the biggest hero call, but the loosest hero call I've ever done. So I just had to show this hand. This is my favorite hand of the week. We get an open, call, the whole table calls. I call. You got to call here, pocket 8s for the set mine. Bam, nailed a flop. Second pair, and I donk out here because the board is super wet. Somebody's got something they can call with. Somebody's got an overpair or straight draw or flush draw, something like that. And I don't want it to check through. This guy raises. He was the first caller. This guy calls. So we got the second nuts here. We're only behind jacks. I think, you know, this guy could have jacks. I don't know. Maybe he would have 3-bet that pre-flop. We're just gonna get it in here because, you know, we almost have the nuts here and everybody calls. Oh, don't like that turn card. That's ugly. It completes pretty much everything. So does that. But we take down the pot. This guy had bottom set. Can't blame him. This guy had aces. Can't really blame him either. Yeah, big pot. Nice hand. Here's the graph for the past couple weeks. Pretty steady climb up to around 150 bucks, except for this bad spell right there. You'll notice the red line's pretty horizontal. Usually it's sloping down slightly, and I think I've been playing a bit more aggressively, especially with that 3-betting. Also some floating and small bluffs, but I'm going to show you a 3-bet. Here the 3-bet for the past couple weeks has been about 4.9. I'm going to show you all dates. So previously the average 3-bet was 3.6. So it's gone up quite a bit. And just to be clear, when I'm talking about the bankroll total, I'm including $20 in VPP Stellar Rewards, and also including this $25 VIP reward bonus. So basically we're including rakeback, but we're not including the $80 in deposit bonus that we've earned so far. These 2 weeks were up $146, which is the best couple weeks we've had so far. It's because I've been putting in more volume. I've adjusted my sleep schedule so I can play during peak hours. So basically in Thailand I'm waking up at midnight, and then I start grinding at 2 a.m. and then I catch some sunlight and I exercise later on in the day, and I go to bed at like 2 p.m. It's kind of ridiculous. The bankroll total is $482. That's including the $45 in rewards, which is 24.1% of our way to the $2,000 goal. And the win rate was 12 big blinds per 100 hands. Now if you take out the NL2 Zoom sessions, for NL5 the win rate is 15 big blinds per 100 hands, which I think is pretty good. And you know, I've been playing a lot more solid. I think I've been running good too, but getting a lot better at controlling my tilt, and I think I've just gotten a little better at poker too. So hopefully it sticks and we can keep getting results like this as the weeks go by. You can find me on evthealien.com. I'm also on Facebook and Twitter as evthealien. If you like this video, show your love, click like and subscribe. If you want to talk about any of the hands that you just saw, just leave a comment below. I'm EvTheAlien. Get it in good, and see you in the next video.